Change has been a theme in your life. You may also have an affinity to dragons or dragonflies. Change. There's been a lot of change in your life. You've had to learn to adapt to the change. This is something that came from your past lives, your childhood, present time. You're learning that change can be good. Been meant to go through an enlightenment in this lifetime, and you have and you are. You're meant to be enlightened, to see past the illusions, past the lies, connected to your higher self, to your spirituality. We've got, this all came out around family tree expansion and legacy. When family expansion and legacy came out, I asked for clarity and we got change, enlightenment, and power. You are the cycle breaker in your family line. You are the curse breaker. You may have come from a family that either had a lot of divorce or had a lot of abuse or had a lot of addiction or had a lot of suffering, that had a lot of lack. Look at the screen changing. That had a lot of poverty, maybe all of the above. You were born into this family to change it, to wake up and enlighten everybody, to step into your power. You have the power to awaken and awaken others and create change. This is the legacy that you're leaving behind in your family. We've got karmic relationships. This is Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. You've endured conflict in this lifetime for a reason, so that you can experience the polarities and dualities of life, the good, the bad, the good, the evil, the light, the dark, the opposites. This is how your soul grows. You did have to endure karmic relationships with friends, family, romantic lovers, work situations, difficult, toxic relationships that taught you lessons so that you could grow, and clear karma. You did it to clear karma from your family lineage, but also so that you can grow. You have weight. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. You had a theme in your life of forced patience. You may have felt like throughout your life you were forced to wait. You were forced to wait. Things didn't always come fast. They didn't always come easily. You're tired of waiting. You may be in that energy now where it's like you're still not yet where you want to be. And you're like, why am I being forced to wait? Why am I being forced to be patient? Why has this been a pattern throughout my life? Because it wasn't time yet. Things were being woven for you. It was a lesson for you to trust the process. Change is still yet to unfold in your life. You are a powerhouse that creates change also in your own life and in others. You have a theme. You were tested to see if you could stay determined and disciplined with your concentration. And the answer is yes. You may have felt like there were a ton of distractions set in your path to take you off course in regards to the concentration that you had, but you maintained it. That there were a lot of roadblocks, that you had to stay disciplined to get past them. You had to stay determined despite the hardships, and you have been. So you are passing the tests, learning the lessons. Keep going. You're a lot more determined than the average person. You're far more disciplined. And in your family, you may be far more determined and disciplined in concentrating than those around you. You may have grown up around people that did not have that level of determination and drive and discipline. So you're able to lead by example by continuing to do this. You are here to cause and create an evolution, first with yourself, then with your family, then with the collective, then with the universe. You're here to create change. You're here to also show people that it boils down to the simple things. And you may have a strong affinity to the animal kingdom. You may be a huge animal lover. You have a history of this. This is a theme from your past lives into your present time. Let's see what additional final messages your spirit team has for you regarding your Akashic Records reading, who you are, why you're here. Massive validation has come through. Embracing worthiness. We've already talked about this. Over here, we were talking about you are worth it. A big mission, purpose, calling, reason for you to be here was for you to embrace worthiness. But also, I'm getting to also teach that to others. You will be and are to others who you wish you had for you. You wish you had people that constantly had told you how worthy you are, showed you how worthy you are, treated you as a worthy person. And now you can be that for others and you can be that for yourself. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body and it feels amazing. Your lesson was to know your worth. And remember, I already talked about impatience and timing, soothing impatience. One of your purpose, calling, missions, struggles, lessons, reasons for being here is you had to evolve and learn to soothe your impatience. There is nothing to do but wait. There is nothing to do but wait. See, there's a lot here. Look at it. We talked about it. This is wait. Wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Soothe the impatience. This is your past and present energy. And what came out here is a very clear validation. I set very clear intentions. We got the unbound, which is talking about releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, validating everything that I said. The reason that you are here was to unbound yourself, to release soul patterns and contracts and past lives from you. Trust your path. If you knew that you would be supported, what would you do? You were born here to trust your path and to do things. Remember, look at this. This aligns with the Knight of Wands because this is fearlessness, taking charge, taking action without worry. You had to learn to trust your path. It says, if you knew that you would be supported, what would you do? So here's the point. You were born into circumstances where you did not feel like you had the choice or the privilege to just do whatever you want because you didn't feel supported mentally, emotionally, or financially. It felt like they were risks. This is risk taking. You had to be faced with, do I go the safe route or do I do the route that I'm feeling called to do, even if it feels like a risk? This is risk taking. Take a risk. What would you do if you knew that no matter what, you would be supported and you would be successful, even if it felt like a risk? That was the test, the challenge, the mission, because that means you trust your path. This is taking action on your purpose, calling, and path, even though it feels scary or risk or unsupported or a risk taking. You may feel like family or friends won't support you, or that your finances won't support you, that people will judge you, or that you could fail. And you had to trust it and do it anyway. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. You're an old soul. You're a light worker. You're an empath, an evolved soul, an enlightened soul, an elevated soul. You've been here for a long time, meaning in existence, your soul. You didn't feel at home on planet Earth in this reality when you were a kid. This is someone that felt like they belonged somewhere else. They had to learn to feel, you had to learn to feel like you belong here because you didn't originally feel like you belonged. You felt like your home was somewhere else, that you were like plopped here. As a child, you may have just looked around going, what? Just felt like you were plopped into some alternate universe reality that just did not make sense. It didn't resonate for you at first. You may have been the outcast, the black sheep, the scapegoat, someone different, someone that didn't always easily fit in. One of the lessons was you had to learn to find your sense of belonging here, even though you know that there's something greater for you out there. Know that you're an old soul, that you come from a place that doesn't really align with this reality and this planet, but you found your way to belong here anyway. And that takes time. That can take a lifetime.